Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at more examples of why it's good to have a camera rolling, why it's good to do a vendor POV, even if you don't plan on publishing it, even if no one watches it. It's good to have a record, whether you're a game store, whether you're setting up at one of these shows, whether somebody is doing something shady at your booth or a nearby booth, or somebody comes to your table that was selling something that they shouldn't have been selling. If it's fake, if it's stolen, whatever it is, you'll have a record of all of that on hand. It's very inexpensive to do so. I've had a couple people ask, how do I do it? How do I record at a show? Well, if you have a spare phone, if you have your phone that you're not using, you can buy the little cameras too. Pretty inexpensive for what they are, for what it protects, what it offers. We've seen time and time again. So today we have a little video here by QC Cards. I'm going to leave the links to the videos down below. Make sure you go check out these guys that are posting this stuff. Whether or not they realized what the benefits were, that if something goes bad, if something is useful to other people. We got this example here where a counterfeit card is purchased. So we're going to take a look at that. I want you guys to form your opinions down below. Be kind when you're doing so. You do not need to get crazy down there. Don't get crazy. Don't get inappropriate. Keep it civil. And most importantly, I think it's just a make the hobby a better place. Stealing is wrong. We know it's wrong. We had a video yesterday where the vendor catches a kid pocketing a card, trying to pocket a card, calls him out. And he was even on the video there and saying that he should have called him out a little bit harder. But again, you're on the spot. This is like, it's weird. You got customers you're dealing with. You don't expect people to be stealing stuff, but people will steal stuff. Thank you very much to everyone who's been helping with the eBay reports. These serve a few purposes. They're affiliate links, so they support the channel if you click on them and buy something else within 24 hours. But also, it's spreading awareness. There's a ton of people that are new or are not very familiar with fake cards that are seeing these, that are saying, hey, why is this fake? They figure out why they're fake. They get better at identifying fakes. And then as the, I guess, added bonus, if it removes the card, because with enough reports, eBay will actually look into these things, take them down. Grandma doesn't get scammed. Little Timmy does not get a counterfeit card for Christmas. So then we had the father and son duo a while back who were stealing stuff. The kid was stealing stuff. The dad was right there. I find it very hard to believe that the dad did not know that the son was stealing. Now, let's get into this comment here. I think this is inappropriate. We do not need to point out what the race is of the person that is potentially stealing, potentially dropping off a counterfeit, potentially stealing with their son. That is not relevant. We're looking at criminals here. We're not looking at what color their skin is. So we'll dial that back a little bit. A timestamp would have been a better help because it was an extremely long video that we had to look through. So Junior here says, check out Coop's last live stream. This black guy steals someone's card and then pretends like it's a joke. Everyone in the chat says stealing and damaging other people's expensive cards is common in the hobby. So I think this kind of went over your head, Junior, because it seems like this is a guy, according to chat and according to Coop's reaction, the guys that are there. This is a little gag. I get it. Yep, it might not seem like that if you're just looking at it that way, but according to everyone else, according to the demeanor of Coop himself during this video, it looks like it's just a fun little gag. This is not an actual thing. So I think there are going to be false flags, false positives. People are going to assume that people are doing something bad when they're not necessarily doing something bad. We also have to consider the fact that anyone that is dropping off a counterfeit card, dropping off a stolen card, taking something, you could take something by accident. Usually it's pretty obvious when someone's like trying to hide it in their pocket or they're trying to hide it under their other cards. Typically the body language is all there. You can kind of tell if somebody's stealing. So here we have it. We're going to play a little bit of this clip. If you haven't been watching Coops, I didn't think I would like vendor POVs, but they're addicting. And they're also pretty damn good when you're doing other work to have it on in the background as kind of like a little background noise, little side monitor action. I like it. Coop is definitely one of the better ones in terms of entertainment value. I didn't tune into the live stream, but the edited down kind of stuff it's good. It's pretty good. It's wholesome too. Giving out some cards to the kids, doing it for the kids. I mean, most of the time people doing it for, as long as you're not doing it for the kids and then you scam people and you're saying, oh, I did it for the kids. So you can see the side chat is kind of like defending it, saying that like this guy's not actually stealing. Well, let's watch the video. We'll watch the video. You guys let me know what you think. But essentially, this looks like a nothing, a false flag, a false positive. And Coop knows this dude. It's a prank. It's not even a prank. It's just a joke. Not a prank because they know. Again, this guy, he knows the camera is there. So that's, I guess, one of the other benefits of having a camera is the fact that either somebody looking to do something bad doesn't know what's there, or if they do know it's there, they're going to think twice about actually stealing or trying to steal anything or dropping something off that's not legitimate. We'll get into the counterfeit Espeon here in a minute, but first let's watch this one. I want to clear this up since some Junior was kind of spreading some information that doesn't look like it's very true.
Maybe one of them. Oh, I got the Moonbreon. Did you pay 13?
I paid $8.83.
883? What? How'd that deal work out?
I threw on some shitty singles.
Okay.
Poopy singles. My bad. Forgot. Oh, wait.
I'm not monetized because of this music, so you're fine.
Y'all didn't see me. Oh, yeah, some bad singles. Oh no, where'd they go?
Oh yeah. Darian walking out with a Moonbreon.
I just want to come see what you got since I wasn't able to.
So, to me, this is clearly a joke. He even points out, and he's talking to the chat. He's probably trying to get a reaction from the chat, that sort of thing. Most of it was like a LOL, that kind of stuff. Or why would he even like bring up, and why wouldn't he just like leave it in his pocket or walk away or something if he's not trying to steal it. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, I did have to look. I wanted to look into it. You know, if somebody says something, and I have the time and means to go check it out, then we're gonna do so. So Coop's collection. I'll put a link to this video, to this stream down below in the description. In the description. I was gonna say comment section, but I'll put it in the description. We got the link tree. Thank you very much to everyone who's been using the link tree. Affiliate links as well. That is my favorite way of monetizing, because you guys can purchase something for yourself at no additional cost to yourself and support the channel with all the affiliate links down here. Or even better, you can use some discount codes and support the channel that way by getting a better deal. This is all stuff that I use, that I like, that you're going to probably want to purchase anyway. Make smart decisions. Don't buy gambling products from, whether it's from a YouTuber, whether it's from a whatnotter. Stay away from anything that's spinning a wheel, anything that resembles a casino, anything that has the word mystery in it. I would strongly advise you don't touch it. Good? All right. Now, let's get on to this video here. We have QC Cards, a brand new YouTube channel, 166 subscribers. So head on over there. I'm going to put a link to this video in the description as well. Give them a sub, give them a watch. Again, if you haven't tried out, if you haven't looked at this content, not only is it good background noise, but it's also really good as a tool to show people what's going on, what to avoid, and potentially who to avoid. So we've seen it many times. We'll get into a prime example of this later on, that even if somebody doesn't seem like they're doing anything wrong, you probably want to make it public. You want to let other people know, just in case. It's a just in case. So we're going to assume innocence until proven guilty, but we're also going to want to make information public so people can make informed decisions. Or if there's a trend, if somebody's doing something to everyone, to other people, then that's important. All right, let's go. This is another lesson. This lesson is you got to check the cards that you're taking in. You got to make sure they're not counterfeit if they're wrapped in multiple layers. If they're in a penny sleeve, that's in a top loader, that's in a card saver, not a card saver, a team bag, in a team bag. So if it's got like 3 layers of plastic on it, if those layers of plastic have stickers or scratched up or anything like that, you need to know. You need to know what you're buying. You need to know. You need to make sure it's not stolen. And my God, this is a beautiful thing. The vendor POV thing, which was 100% just for entertainment value, for people seeing that, hey, people want to watch this, is turning into valuable learning lessons over and over again. And that's kind of been the theme of the week. We got another one tomorrow. I have to gather the remainder of the information necessary for that one because it's a little complex, so stay tuned for that one. But let's get into the video here.
Hey guys, so before we get into this next clip, I'm just going to give you a little bit of context. So basically, this is where the title of the video comes from. We actually got traded a fake card. Don't know how it happened. In all fairness to the guy you see in the video, he actually didn't know it was fake. We have resolved it with the guy, so please, 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 no witch hunting. We've just decided to include this clip just to spread a bit of awareness, give a bit of knowledge to the people of our mistakes, kind of, and hopefully you can.
So no hate, and it could have been an honest mistake. Again, you never know. It's, in my opinion, if you're buying and selling cards of this value, you need to know what they look like, whether they're fake or not, whether it's graded, whether it's not graded. You need to know this stuff before you start selling it to other people. And now, no, he might not have known. We have to consider the fact that he might not have known. But this is where it's important to publish this. And thank you very much to QC Cards for publishing this. Because if he does it to someone else, if someone else bought the same counterfeit card or another counterfeit card from this individual, then we start getting concerned. Get me? Got me? Cool. All right. So, yes, no witch hunting. But if there's a trend, if we see a trend, if we see other bad actions, and it wasn't a one-off oopsie doopsie, I had a counterfeit card, I bought the counterfeit card. Again, as the vendor, it would be nice if they're able to show proof that where they got it from, who they got it from, that sort of thing. But I think it's still important information. It's still, even if he didn't know, this is an important learning lesson for him, because you shouldn't be buying fake cards. You got to know what you're looking at, especially when they're expensive. And for the vendor as well, to take more time. Be careful. Take time. If it's an expensive card, take it. I've seen so many. I get it. You're in a rush. You want to do as much business as possible. You take a quick look through the top loader, through the team bag, through the penny sleeve, just to see if it's in good condition. But you need to do more than that. You need to take it out. You need to make sure. Stuff like this is going to look blatantly fake. We're going to take a look at what it looks like. It's going to show it here. But like the texture. And if you don't know, if you're not familiar with it because it's a Japanese card, it's a Japanese promo, look it up. Google is your best friend. Look up known real examples of this thing, not the ones that come up under Etsy or Alibaba or whatever. The ones that come up, actual listings, whether they're graded or not. It's very, very easy to tell with modern. The texture is never right. The print quality is never right. Video time.
And learn from them the same way we did. So anyway, guys, enjoy the clip.
Money bag, yeah. It's a bit played on the front. Yeah. Oh, the original Moonbryon. How much did you have on this? Do you have prices in mind for them, or should you check on? Yeah? I'll have a little look. I know that can be crazy expensive. Yeah. So market 108 for 45. That's 153 market. At trade value, we're at 122 for trade. So if you wanted, do that and a $5 for the Cramorant. If you wanted the Cramorant.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah?
Sounds good.
Do you mind if I show the vlog? Just to.
No.
Yeah? I'm gonna be sad letting this Cramorant go, man.
It's a nice card, but I want the
It is. The Pikachu's sick. So guys, we are trading away this Cramorant PSA 10, and in return we're getting the Iono Paldea SAR. We're getting a Bronzor Art Rare, Iron Leaves Full Art, and then the big one, Espeon VMAX Alt Art there, and £5 cash. Perfect. Let me get you a $5 change there for you, man. That's yours there. Hold up for a sec. £5 change for you.
You gotta be careful.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you.
so much. Yeah,
Grab a business card. Check us out. We're on Instagram, whatnot, YouTube, everything, man. So appreciate it. That's a good trade.
So yeah, guys, there we go. That was the clip, man. As you can see, we got traded a fake card. I guess moral of the story.
So beautiful thing. Recording your transactions it wasn't meant for that, but it's working out that way. Absolutely nuts. And he says the big one. So if there's anything that you're going to be careful on, it's probably this. It does look like a pretty decent fake. And if it's covered up, you're not going to see whether it has the appropriate textures. Sometimes the textures are like printed on. Sometimes the textures are fake and they're just wrong. They're just not the right patterns.
Story is always triple check your cards. I'm very grateful we had everything on film, so that's one positive out of it. We can make it into part of this video, spread awareness. But yeah, guys, like I said earlier, no witch hunting or anything. The guy reached out, we're all good. But yeah, guys, let's get straight back into the positive card show content for you guys.
So, yes, just because somebody makes it right with you, it's good. And a lot of people are a little bit too trusting in the hobby. Be careful with that. There's a ton of people. I'll post a video of somebody that does an interview with me. They've been caught scamming. And someone's like, oh, I believe them. What? Dude, we just looked at how they scammed everyone. You trust them, though. Like, be careful. There are bad people. There are good people. But there are also bad people. Here we go. Here's what the real card looks like. Maybe we'll give it a little zoom out. But you can see here that there are very distinct textures on the card itself. Around the edges have the little like fingerprint kind of texture. And you can see on the, there we go, on the card itself, especially in around here, some very distinct textures that were not present on the fake card that they were sold. Again, it's going to be hard to tell through 3 layers of plastic, but you got to take it out. You got to take the extra time. It's only a little bit of extra time just to make sure. And yes, even if somebody apologizes, even if somebody makes it right, you need to be careful, because that same person might be just doing that. They apologize. They say, oopsie doopsie, I didn't mean to. I got ripped off too, that kind of thing. They're going to say that, even if they're scamming. Now, it's possible that they weren't, but you need to take into consideration that they might be. And the prime example of that is Arjun Dillon. Shout out to Arjun Dillon, the guy who was selling fake resealed stuff. Got caught by E4 on that end of things. A fake Charizard Gold Star. He was fake stamping all these shadowless cards. And he had 100% feedback on eBay. Because anytime somebody caught on to the fact that, hey, I sent this into grading rejected it. Hey, these are fake. The first edition symbols are peeling off. They're not the right size. They're not in the right place. They're not at the right angle. He would just say, oh, sorry, I got them from a collection or whatever, like, and refunded everyone. So his feedback never went negative, but he was just banking on the fact that he's going to scam somebody. That somebody's going to fall for it. Somebody's not going to realize that they got sold. And he's going to receive the cards back, and he's going to sell them to somebody else. The same that could happen with counterfeits or whatever else there is. And wild that it didn't get more traction, but Arjun Dillon also was in trouble on the federal level because he worked alongside Kanye on a project at one point in time. So if you want to check out that video, it's wild stuff. He got in trouble with the federal government because he worked with Kanye, but then he wasn't working with Kanye anymore, and he this is a Pokemon scammer. Worked with Kanye, doesn't work with him anymore, was accepting money on behalf of people who wanted to invest in projects and saying that it was still involving Kanye when it wasn't. That got the wire ended up being flagged. He didn't get the money. He got in trouble. And while he was supposed to be on good behavior, he was scamming people in Pokemon. Like, you can't make that stuff up. So again, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for seeing the value in this with me. It's going to continue, and I encourage everyone that has a booth, set up a phone, set up a camera, whatever you got to do, have it rolling, even if it's not the best quality, have it rolling just in case. Protect your ass. Even then, if you receive a couple of the same card, or you don't remember who you got a certain purchase from, or whatever, certain trade, you can go back, watch the footage, and if there are bad actors, we can warn people out there of the dangers, because there are dangers. You're going to get ripped off. It might ruin your whole weekend. It might even cost you more than that. So be careful. Look out for each other out there. Go check out those channels that I showed on the video today. Show them some love. Thank them for recording, because we can certainly learn from it. Have a good one, guys. Join the Discord. Love you. See you next time. Bye.